Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Clean Reads podcast. I'm your host, Izzy, and today I have a laughing, hysterical is a good word to say it, friend that is joining me today on the podcast. You want to say
Hi.
your name?
I'm Alanna.
No, I'm afraid we can't get that out.
Wait, really?
No, I'm just kidding. But I think for the sake of the thing, I'm going to keep it.
Thanks. Serious now?
So today we are going to be talking about our favorite fantasy series and why we love them. Just simple and fun, and I hope you enjoy the episode today. So the first one that we're going to be talking about is Narnia: The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe not Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. That is the second book in the series, but
Wait,
I just call it.
was the first.
No,
Oh.
The Magician's Nephew.
Oh yeah.
So the first book obviously is I always call Narnia: The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah, me too.
Just the series. Just call it
Yeah,
that.
the series.
But the first one is The Magician's Nephew, and then the next one is The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
Please tell me why you like the book, like the series.
Well, I mean it's an original, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
We are totally pros at this. We're not at all beginners in interviewing and answering questions. We
yeah,
are
like
professional.
I know what I'm gonna say. You know, had it all planned out in my head. Okay. I like it because I feel like it's kind of like based off like the Bible almost, like Aslan, and he did a really good job. I feel like for kids, it's kind of a good because
good analogy.
yeah, because a lot of people try, and it just
Doesn't fit exactly.
yeah,
Doesn't flow as well.
yeah. I feel like he did a good job kind of explaining that with Aslan, because
And he did a really good job in recreating like the whole like world of Narnia as like, okay, Jesus is Aslan in the book. If you don't already know, that's where C.S. Lewis like got the idea for Narnia is with Aslan. And I also love that he also did it. He wrote it for his goddaughter. I think at least the second
Lucy,
one. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who he based Lucy off of, I think.
Yeah.
And I love that part of it too. The writing also is really fun, and just the whole world is just enjoyable. And if you aren't like a huge reader, there's also like the movies and of like the second one, the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, and also Prince Caspian.
Yeah.
Why don't we get into you a little bit? Of course, that's
Okay.
exactly what you were planning as you stepped
Yeah.
into The Lion's Den.
Prepared.
What got you into reading?
I mean, I just love it.
Yeah.
And I guess I just I started with good books, so
Yeah, like good classic books.
yeah. Yeah, it's just fun. So
Yeah, it is fun. I love reading because it's like escapism too.
yeah.
It's like getting away from like the world that you're living right now. And sometimes that's nice too.
Yeah.
So after that awkward first series go through, let's go on to a book that I can kind of talk a little bit about, which is The Green Ember Saga by S.D. Smith. And this is a really good series. And if you ever see the cover of the first book, it's like you think, oh, it's just going to be about rabbits hopping through a field. Nothing's going to happen. No, that is exactly the opposite of what's going to happen in the book. It's written by a Christian father who wrote this story for his kids. And you follow these two rabbits, Heather and Pickett, and they live in this meadow. And then eventually, like in the story, I think it's like within the first few chapters, they start being chased by wolves that want to kill them and are setting fire to their home. And then they eventually have to go to this safe haven of other rabbits who are trying to bring back the Green Ember's heir. So it's a really good
It
story.
gets into it pretty fast. Like,
Mm-hmm. It's really good in like picking up the pace
mhm.
within the book. The first book I felt like was a little bit slower though than the second, and the second one was really good. It was a really fun and enjoyable book. So, have you ever heard of the series before?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I do recommend reading it because it is a really fun and exciting book. It's one of those cases where you don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Just because like even though like the cover looks like oh it's going to be like very childish,
Yeah.
it's actually really cool. And it's on Kindle Unlimited too. I don't know if do you have that?
Um,
No.
no.
Just the physical books are better.
Yeah,
The physical books are always going to be better.
they are.
You get to see everything that you've read too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really good book in the series. So I know that you've read Keep It a Lost Cities. What books in the series, like you've read all of them, right?
Mhm.
So what are like your favorite books in that series?
Well, the first one because I mean, first books in a series are like just they're the best. Um, but yeah, I'd have to say the first one. Just
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, the first one's really good, and it's like you get into it.
Mhm.
I do not recommend it for 8 to 12 because in the book, and this like I won't say exactly what happens,
Yeah,
but
no spoilers.
yeah, no spoilers, please. But it's like something happens to Sophie and
Trauma, a lot
her.
of trauma
Oh,
stuff.
trauma is a great way to say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That should be like a trigger warning for people who are not 8 to 12 years old. Like I would never have my nephew read this. These books cuz he would not be okay with this. He'd probably love the action, but
But um,
what got you into the series?
well, I heard a lot about it and yeah, so I was like that sounds like a good fantasy book.
Mhm.
So I read the first one and like it started off like really well. Like the plot is really well done.
Mhm.
Like a lot of plot twists and like you just uncover more and more stuff as you go and so
Yeah, it is like it's a very well-rounded series
it is.
to where it's like it brings in like every corner of like also Sophie's doubts and
Mhm.
questions, and with each book like you kind of get like a little piece of the puzzle
Yeah.
to
A lot of
finish the
like
jigsaw.
layers to uncover too in each book. Like there's a
Mhm.
new almost yeah, concept. It's like the same
Yeah.
plot but like you uncover more. Yeah. There's something new, like
Yeah.
you said.
And I was shocked by some of the twists that they've had in there. Like
Mhm.
book 3, I was like, "What in the world?" I kind of got like spoiled because of the Pinterest,
Yeah.
looking on Pinterest and just like seeing like, "Oh my goodness, that just spoiled for myself."
Yeah.
But it still was shocking nonetheless. And
Mhm.
like, you evil person. It's just like, how dare you do that? How dare you? You
How
are
could
just
you?
I know, how could you? And then it's like obviously the person who's affected by it is like devastated afterwards
Yeah.
and it's like I don't care if they die but at the same time I don't want that person to die. But anyway, um so yeah, that one is a really good series.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to say as far as that series goes?
Not really.
One thing I do have a question, are you team Keefe and Sophie or Fitz and Sophie?
I'm team Keith and
Yeah.
Sophie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny
Yeah,
misunderstood
like
boy.
we all love the misunderstood boys, you know?
I know. I like that, but also like she didn't do that, but I feel like sometimes they just overdo it sometimes
Yeah,
with
they
books.
do.
And like
Yeah.
towards like it's always the misunderstood boy and like the
Yeah.
love triangle or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. I like Fitz too.
Real.
Fitz and Keefe. I like both.
Yeah.
So whichever one
Which team are
Shannon
you though?
makes. I have to pick one.
Yes.
um, I don't know. Like I haven't seen the like I'm on book 4 and I haven't seen the development of Keefe and Sophie's
Mhm.
relationship yet that much. so like just where I'm at in the book series, I would say fits. Just because like I haven't read like more progress with Keefe.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure by the way, every like 90% of the people that read like love Keefe and Sophie together. So I'm probably gonna be at that team eventually. So but I really like Keefe. He's a fun character.
He is.
Mr. Snuggles. If you haven't read the third book, like unless you've read that, you don't know what I'm talking about. But you will eventually if you read the series. So the next series that we're going to be talking about, the final series that we're going to be talking about is the Inheritance Cycle. So you've read this book, and I read the first book, but I stopped it halfway.
Why?
Because I didn't. You know how you read like the synopsis of a book, and then you read the same book,
Yeah.
and you envision totally different things.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I was expecting like kind of like a How to Train Your Dragon kind of scenario,
Yeah.
or like okay, they're gonna go into like this training academy. That's what I was expecting, and then it gave me something completely different within the series, and I didn't like wasn't expecting the violence to be very heavy. I'm not a like a huge violence
I
person.
am.
You like violence. Well, that's like your personality.
Yeah.
So it's like it's totally fine that you have that, but it's just like I don't like a ton of violence in like fantasy, and I feel like dystopian also has a ton of violence in it too. I think that's where I also got like desensitized too. Especially like, have you read The Maze Runner?
No, I haven't.
If you like violence, you're gonna love that one.
Okay.
It's a good book, but it's just like there is a lot of violence in it. But
Okay.
why don't you tell me more about the Inheritance Cycle?
So I feel like it's more kind of Lord of the Rings, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I won't give any spoilers to the ending, but it kind of ends bittersweet almost. That's not really the right word, but
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it's kind of like modernized Lord of the Rings, like different like concepts, but it kind of has that like tone. I feel
like a feeling of like kind of nostalgia almost of the Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
writing and everything in the plot,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good though. So
Yeah.
I feel like I really liked the characters too. So
Yeah. It was funny how like in the book the boy and the dragon kind of like can like what they read each other's minds kind
yeah,
of thing. That was kind of cool.
that was
And there's something similar that happens in the Keep of the Lost Cities, but you have to
yeah.
read the books first before we can tell you. But I really did like that aspect where they got into each other's minds a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do like it, and it's sitting on my shelf staring at me right now.
Yeah, I see
Do you
it.
see it?
Yeah.
I have a bookmark in it, and I'm gonna go back to it eventually. I just right now, I have so many other books I need to finish first before I
Yeah.
start another series. But I've also like heard and read that there's like some other things that happen in the series, like just like inappropriate things that are also inside the other books, like the later
Well,
books.
kind of, yeah, like mentions. I don't think like if you know stuff like you'd get it. Like it's not very obvious though, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Mm.
You don't have to say exactly what it is, but like
yeah,
you
you know.
just like
There is torture in the other books. Not like just like
Keeper of the Lost Cities kind of torture.
yeah, like
Okay.
not yeah.
Keeper of the Lost Cities kind of trauma and torture and
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah,
It's I've no doubt that's a really good book,
it
and I
is.
do want to get back to it eventually and just say I finished Aragon. Um,
Mhm.
but like, and I think it is a really good book, right?
Yeah, it is.
What are some things that you liked about it?
Like the plot twists because there are a lot of things you're like, "Oh, you kind of like no, I don't think that's how it ends." But you're like, "I wonder what he's going to do with this." So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Good plot twists,
Yeah.
good storyline,
Yeah.
just things like that that like really make a book come together. That are
Mhm.
like it could be a pretty cover, it could be
Yeah.
like the most beautiful like type, like you know how like
Mhm.
sometimes like there's art in each
Yeah.
chapter, which I enjoy when
Me
I
too.
read. Also, like if it's like a thick book and then they have pictures and it's like
Yeah.
thank you for taking up this much text letter space so that I have a break.
Yeah.
I like that sometimes, especially like with thicker books.
Yeah, and I just love this series because I love dragons, so
I love dragons too. I'm trying to find. I think I found like a book that like how I thought Aragon was gonna
Yeah.
be. It's called Ascendant. It's actually right there on my shelf by Michael R. Miller, and he like created something that's kind of like a How to Train Your Dragon scenario,
Yeah.
and like but similar kind of to Aragon, to
Mhm.
where what I thought Aragon was gonna be like.
Yeah. It was almost more of like Aragon. It was kind of more like the old like guy and boy. It's almost like Star Wars, like Obi-Wan Kenobi and like Luke. Almost that type of
I
like
agree. Like
yeah,
I
the
read
first book.
like halfway through, like exact probably like maybe
Yeah.
200 pages in, and
It's almost
and it
like
did
yeah.
feel like that.
Yeah,
It definitely did feel like
it did.
I
It
was gonna
does.
say I am your father, but that's the wrong that's the wrong quote from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was really fun. This was a really
Mhm.
fun book review that we did together. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe for more book reviews, and maybe we'll have Alanna again
Maybe,
sometime.
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. It'd be fun to do it again.
It would be. So hopefully we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!